This is an in-depth video of how to release tension and problem areas in the posterior shoulder and the lat muscles, the triceps, the rotator cuff. So here you see I've started on a foam roller, and this is a broad surface that is allowing me to roll out a broad muscle. So the lat muscle is a big back muscle, and I'm just slowly warming up the area, rolling back and forth, sort of pressure waving the area, applying slow pressure. Speed is not your friend here, so you want to go slow, and the slower you can go, the more pressure your tissue can handle, and that's a good sign that it's getting healthier. I'm also rolling across the fibers here, and I'm contracting and then relaxing. That allowed me to get deeper into the tissue here. So listen closely, there's a lot of techniques that I'm going to try to describe very quickly as I run through these movement patterns. Here what I'm doing is what's called a smash and floss. Okay, let's move on. This is where I'm putting the lacrosse ball. The lacrosse ball here is going to help me get into the tissues behind my shoulder, aka like the rotator cuff. Rotator cuff health is so important. And with the chest getting too tight, they can get pretty brittle and flimsy back there. So we need to release the tissue, get some blood flow back there, and then strengthen them. This is a great way to get into those muscles in the back there. Now you can also apply more weight to that area if that area needs more weight by rolling up and over on top of that ball and then performing this internal rotation into external rotation. Okay, so a lot of information so far, but again, once you get down on a tool, here we're going to go up into the armpit area and also in behind the tricep there. Sorry, the camera cut me off a little bit, I was too close to the camera. But we're going to get into the armpit area and the tricep. So like I was saying, once you get down on a ball, this is going to make a lot of sense. You're going to be able to feel the tight spots and the problem areas, and you're going to intuitively roll into them and roll through them. And so what I'm doing there, you can see on my face, I'm contracting my back muscles. I'm actually driving my fist into the floor to contract those muscles. Now when I relax, it allows me deeper into the tissue. And so my tissue back there is pretty healthy, but I can always find a spot by using that contract and relax technique to get deeper into that tissue. Here I'm going through a smash and floss technique. So I've put the ball on a pinpoint spot that needs some love, and I'm now flossing the tissue by moving my arm through shoulder flexion and shoulder extension. These muscles sort of manage and mitigate the movement through the shoulder. So if I take my arm through that movement, that tissue typically gets healthier and then smarter in that movement pattern. Now, to get into the armpit, I like to get a larger ball. So I have a softball. It's actually very hard, but it's a proper softball, like a baseball. And so this sort of broader ball and bigger ball allows me to get into the armpit tissue that maybe the lacrosse ball I couldn't use to get in there unless I put something under it. So I'm propped up a little bit more. Again, I'm contracting and relaxing to get deeper into the tissue. And from there, I'm re-employing this smash and floss move, which allows me to get the fibers moving better with the movement pattern I need to mobilize. I need to be strong overhead with my pressing patterns and my handstands. So I'm moving my arm into that overhead position to become more mobile in that position. It'll make sense as you practice this movement pattern. Work it out, dig it out, try to relax, try to breathe, and have fun with this. Good luck.